I go through to get this thing up and running, to get this HAPS thing going. But it has a number of advantages over start every broadcast by inviting viewers. Okay. Well, before I do that, let me just see what all we've got cooking here now that it's up and running. Oh, speaking of, let's say here. Okay, so, oh. Really? No, that's not where we wanted to go. We wanted to go here. One, two, three. Okay, supposedly it's on there now. And that we can stay on that camera, that's fine. Okay, now let's see if this actually is. I should see some evidence of myself, so to speak. If I look around here, this is just a test for the moment. And I will probably end up going to all the different platforms that this is shooting off to and delete this test off of all those platforms if I feel like it. If a real conversation, okay, not seeing much evidence of it here. If a real conversation does get started, I'll hang out a while. You know what? I just remembered it for some weird reason. The one I'm trying to check on is the only one that said something about having to get approval before it would allow the multi-stream to work on it. Which is kind of funny because the one it's going to, the one that it says something about needing an approval for is one that's going away at some point anyway, supposedly, according to, well, yeah, so it's almost like who cares. Okay, so let's check another platform here. Oh, yep, I'm there. I'm definitely live on Facebook. I see me there. Okay. Dare I? I'll check the audio later with I'm doing something else. Okay, so I know that's something's happening there. What else? Oh, I know who. Let's go find YouTube, since I'm supposed to be connected there too. Oh, I see. Oh, look at that. I see YouTube also not only has this broadcast, it looks like it also has a broadcast from when I joined somebody else's. That's interesting. Huh. One thing I noticed about the app that I'm playing around with right now is that it allows you to have, okay, let's see. I'm anticipating some lag time here. Looks like there's some major lag time here as far as what's going on YouTube. Okay. Welcome to chat. Remember, whatever. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a lag there. Okay. So, okay, so something is definitely happening there. So, we know it's making it to YouTube. We know it's making it to Facebook, and we know it's making it. Wait a minute. Facebook and YouTube. Yeah. Those are Periscope. Not there yet. By the time it starts working on Periscope may be a dead issue anyway. Who knows? We'll find out. Periscope is supposed to be Periscope, which has been the place where you wind up if you go to Twitter Live. Twitter Live has been, if people who've been using Twitter Live up until now, what they've really been doing is they've been transferred into Periscope. But apparently they're wanting to do away with Periscope and have Twitter Live be Twitter's internal servers versus, linking out to Periscope. However, they've been doing that for all this time. Oh, that's what I didn't check. I also linked to Twitter directly, so I would imagine I should see some evidence of my having a live stream on Twitter. Let me see. Oh, I got 11 notifications on this pup already. That didn't take long. Let's click on my own self here. Twitter would like to access your photos. Really? Yeah. Oh, it thinks I'm going to upload something. Never mind. Okay. Somewhere around here, I should, in theory, maybe I have to upgrade my Twitter client. Who knows? I would think there'd be some kind of a notification on Twitter. Okay, well. Okay, video effects disabled. How about we enable them? And don't know if that's doing anything. Can't hardly tell. Contrast and brightness. Really need fit to container, fill container. Public info. All right. Let's see. Program volume. Really? Have a program volume? I'm looking around in some other places. Okay, so I thought I was going to see some evidence of the ability to control my white balance, but apparently they're not sophisticated enough to handle that yet. In fact, it's hard to tell if this brightness control is actually doing much of anything. It's doing more for my back wall than for me. Contrast maximum. Actually, it's more like a black level. Yeah. Well, contrast and black level are kind of the same thing. I'll turn that all the way down. I don't know if that's doing anything. It's hard to tell. Okay. Okay, so anyway, I don't know where this would show up on Twitter that I'm doing a live broadcast. Profile lists, topics, books, moments. Yeah, it doesn't strike me as I don't know, maybe they need to release a new client for the phone or something before it'll actually show up. Or I could reverse this. I could try gauging it from the phone and then looking at it on the computer. Okay, so FaceTime cameras. Whoa, why did that do that? Oh, that's to turn them. Okay. Duh. Turn on and off camera. Duh. Select the camera here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I gotta watch out. New interface, new little things. One good thing about this, compared to Periscope, here you can invite people to come in versus allowing the door open for people to come in. Yeah, if you just leave the door open for people to come in, you never know who's going to come in, and you never know if they're going to troll you or not. This one, they give you the ability to invite people in, so you have a little bit more control of when they come in. Of course, the process of coming in once you're invited, you got to go through some steps. But another thing, though, Periscope, only the host can be visible on camera. Everybody else who joins in a mode other than simply typing text on the screen, they can come in audio mode, but not video mode. And the way Periscope's been running, they barely get that. They barely keep that up and running very well. They keep having all kinds of audio problems and everything else, which they haven't been bothering to try to fix, because I guess they probably, ever since the beginning of COVID, they probably just knew that they were doomed. Or something. I don't know. Anyway. But here, your guests, when they come in, can be video as well as audio. And I have to figure out, there's something about a director's mode, which I had the fun of playing around with on somebody else's scope. They gave me the director's mode, and I was playing around with it for a while. It's kind of interesting. It's sort of like being a co-host in Zoom or something. Okay. Upload image video. Okay. Just for the fun of it, and I'm going to mess around here with the, let's see, this is going to turn the camera off, right? Now down here's where I select them. Okay. So let's mess around with the other ones that I've got hooked up on here. Okay. Well, I can always go back and look at it later. Okay, so this would not work on my previous Mac for some reason. For some reason, this newer Mac operating on a newer operating system allows me to use these Microsoft cameras on this computer. This is the most recent one that I got that was attached to some other PC for a while. And we're locking up. I don't seem to be able to make any selections all of a sudden. What's going on here? More. Close. Oh, not sure what happened. But it looks like some of my controls are locking up on me, I think. Yeah, that attempt to switch cameras, it didn't like that very much. I'm not that, let's see here. Oh, it didn't actually switch cameras. It only turned on the camera's indicator. Pretty sure the audio is still coming from this thing. Okay. I get the impression it didn't like me switching cameras during a live stream. So now those controls are pretty much locked into place right now. Okay. What's this? Oh, geez, not much of anything wants to respond all of a sudden. Oops, okay, that's responding. Show the article, portrait landscape. No, well, let me switch that. No, I don't think it's going to let me change anything. Okay, there's all my wonderful little destinations. Twitter. Posted. Oh, so it only posted something they're saying that I'm doing something, apparently. Weird. Facebook actually running, YouTube actually running. Periscope, it says, thinks it's still trying to get something started up. What if they have an option to put Instagram on here? Yeah, RTM. Oh, I have to come up with an RTMP or URL for anywhere else I want to connect to. Okay, never mind. All right. Okay, well, that's long enough. That's long enough to experiment with it for right now. 17, just about an 18-minute experiment. We can conclude it. And once we exit out, I'm assuming that when we're no longer live, we may regain control of these other customizable settings again. I don't think it liked me changing cameras in the middle of a broadcast. Of course, it didn't actually change the camera. Broadcast will be available for replay viewing within 2 minutes.